Предмет прв странски јазик, англиски јазик. Тип на средно образование, гимназиско прва година, професор Вера Светозаревич. Hello, I'm Vera and I'll lead you through today's lesson on vocabulary related to natural disasters. These are the objectives of the lesson. Обработка на вокабулар, природни катастрофи, цели на лекцијата. The student can understand vocabulary related to natural disasters. The student can use vocabulary related to this topic. The student can pronounce the words correctly. The student can make a difference between formal and informal use of vocabulary on the topic. So, natural disasters. What are natural disasters? Natural disasters are natural events that cause great damage or loss of life. Have a look at the pictures which show some of the natural disasters. The first one is drought, when there is not enough rain for a long time. Next is hurricane, a storm with very strong wind. Then earthquake, a sudden strong shaking of the ground. Flood, a large amount of water that covers an area that is usually dry. Then fire, the state of burning that produces flames that send out heat and light and might produce smoke. And the last picture shows tsunami, and tsunami is an extremely large wave caused by a violent movement of the earth under the sea. Scientists understand a lot about the environment, but they don't understand everything. Every year there are big and small disasters in different parts of the world. Some of these happen very often, but some of them are a big shock. How do these natural disasters affect humans? Can we do anything about them? Let's see about hurricanes and floods. So, what are they? What are hurricanes? Hurricanes are tropical storms with strong winds. They start at sea and can travel a long distance. They have different names in different places. For example, hurricanes or twisters in the Atlantic Ocean, typhoons in the Pacific Ocean, tropical cyclones in the Indian Ocean and around Australia. Tornadoes or whirlwinds are similar, but they begin over land. And why do hurricanes happen? The water evaporates from the warm sea. This condenses in the atmosphere. More and more hot, wet air rises up. It becomes a strong wind. Where do they happen? Over the warm parts of oceans. Tornadoes are common in parts of the USA, Australia, Japan. How do they affect people? They can affect ships, blow down houses, cause floods, and disrupt traffic. So what can people do? Scientists can usually track hurricanes, but they cannot stop them. There are hurricane hunters, meteorologists, whose job is to follow hurricanes by plane and provide information about them to scientists. Now let's see about floods. What are floods? The water in rivers, lakes, etc. rises above its normal level and goes onto the land. Why do they happen? If there is a lot of rain or very strong winds, floods can happen, or when it's raining cats and dogs. Where do they happen? Some rivers in Bangladesh and India flood every year. When people expect it, there is no panic. When the floods go down, there are lots of minerals in the soil. They can grow plants. How do they affect people? People can drown when the floods are a surprise. Every year, people lose their houses and their furniture. When floods happen every year, some people are ready for them. But many people and governments do not prepare properly. What can people do about floods? Dams can reduce floods, but some dams can cause them. There are often flood warnings in the media. As you can see on this table, there are some words in red bold letters such as evaporates, condenses, blow down, disrupt, drown, warnings, and some words are underlined such as twisters and raining cats and dogs. So this is the new vocabulary, especially these underlined words, twisters and raining cats and dogs, are used in informal language. So what is informal language? Informal language is when we talk to friends or family, and formal language we use when we speak officially or to people that we don't know well. For example, when we say what's up, that is very informal, but the formal is how are you, what's going on, or no way. It is informal, it is used in the informal language, and the formal is certainly not. Now let's look at the table in word-wise. The words in pink, the new words and their meaning. For example, the first one, blow down, is a verb, and the meaning is when a strong wind makes something fall over. Dam is a noun. A wall built across a river to stop the water. Disrupt, a verb, to interrupt or prevent something from continuing. Evaporate is a verb, the process when a liquid, for example water, changes into a gas. Condense is a verb, and the meaning is the process when a gas changes into a liquid. Drown is a verb, to go underwater and die. Warning, a noun, and the meaning is a statement telling people of a possible problem or danger. It's raining cats and dogs. It's an informal expression with the meaning it's raining heavily. And twister, informal word for hurricane. Now in the next table, in the word list, you can see the pronunciation of the new words and their translation. Blow down, soborува. Dam, brana, насип. Disrupt, прекинува. Evaporate, изпарува, ветрее. Condense, сгуснува, кондензира. Drown, се дави, се удавува. Warning, предупредување. It's raining cats and dogs, врне многу силен дожд. Twister, ураган. And now let's use the new words in context in some sentences. Find words in the table which complete sentences 1 to 6 correctly. Correctly means if it is a noun, you should take care whether to use it in singular or plural, or if it is a verb, take care in which tense to use the verb. The new words were disrupt, damp, warning, it's raining cats and dogs, blow down, condense, twister, drown, evaporate. In the first sentence, the water from the warm sea and this in the atmosphere. So the missing words are the water evaporates from the warm sea and this condenses in the atmosphere. Strong winds such as twister can blow down houses, cause floods and disrupt traffic. When the floods are a surprise, many people can drown. In order to reduce floods, dams are built. There are often flood warnings on the radio. The Snowy will be swimming today. It's raining cats and dogs out there. If you want to know more about natural disasters, you can visit the following pages. Thank you for your attention. Until the next time.